Alright, hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well. This is Rudy. Hey, I'm going to title this video, Mormonism is Racist and Sexist. And I did a video similar to this in the past, but I'm going to make this short and sweet and just hit the highlights. And I find it incredibly ironic that the true Americans who were willing to stand up against Obama and to fight for the heritage of America, the Constitution of America, we were willing to be called a racist because we spoke out against Obama, even though we're not racist, you know. We want equal opportunity for all Americans of all color and also men and women. But, you know, I find it incredibly ironic that the GOP is going to put a true racist and sexist up against Obama. And I just can't imagine a debate where Mitt Romney can defend his Mormon beliefs and the history of Mormonism, how it's treated people of black skin color and how it's treated women in the past. And, you know, putting Mormon Mitt Romney up against Obama is the worst thing the GOP can do. And it's really a shame that Ron Paul doesn't have more of a fighting spirit and just come right out against Obama. You know, when I watched a little bit of that thing where Donald Trump, the carnival barker coward, gave his endorsement to Mitt Romney. And when Mitt Romney came up to the microphone, he felt compelled to say that Obama was a nice guy. It's like he was going to insult him and say that he's driving the country off a cliff and he's ruining all of our future for our children and he's, you know, driving us into financial despair and he's the son of Satan. I said that. Mitt Romney didn't say that. It's like he's fixing to insult him, but before he insults Obama, he said, well, he's a nice guy. He may be a nice guy. See, Mitt Romney's going to get torn up in a debate with Obama because Obama's going to pull this Mormon stuff out and expose it. And Mormonism is racist and sexist. Its foundations are racist and sexist. And, you know, I just find it incredibly ironic that the true Americans of all color who wanted to stand up for our heritage, stand up for good Christian values, stand up for the Constitution that are not racist and are not sexist, we're putting, you know, a candidate in the GOP that is racist and is sexist. And, you know, it's just, you know, God's got a sense of humor, I guess. He really has a sense of humor. Okay, I want to read you guys a verse from the Bible. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. And then I want to talk about that and why that's important when you think about Mormonism. Okay, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are ye saved, through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. Okay? Mormonism is all about works. Mormonism's got 3 levels of heaven. Mormonism is all about a class system. You got your high class heaven, your middle class heaven, your low class heaven. They believe that it's all about working hard and that it's not a gift of God. And the Bible teaches that we can't do anything to earn our way into heaven, that it's a gift of God through grace. Now, it does tell us that faith without works is dead, so we should become very active and engaged in our environment and in this world that we find ourselves. We should become very engaged and work very hard to become light and salt of the world. But we don't earn our salvation through works. Even if we was to spend, you know, every single amount of energy that we have on this world, this gift of life that God has given us, we can never earn our way into heaven. But Mormonism is all about earning your way into heaven. It's all about working hard and to, you know, obtain salvation. I want to talk about some resources that you guys can use to educate yourself on Mormonism. And then I want to talk about why it's racist, which is incredibly important to know. So first of all, Joseph Smith rewrote the Bible. I talked about this earlier, but I want to hold up, you know, Joseph Smith's new translation of the Bible. You can't get more blasphemous than to write your own version of the Bible. And he tries to rewrite it, especially in the book of Isaiah, about working hard. You have the Book of Mormon, which is, you know, they believe that this is more accurate and complete than the King James Bible. And it's got a picture of Joseph Smith right alongside Jesus Christ. Every Book of Mormon. Let me find it. There you go. That's the Mormon's idol right there, Joseph Smith. You see that? So the Mormons love this guy. They love this guy to death. They think he's just as good as Jesus Christ. Right? There you go. Jesus Christ and Joseph Smith. First 2 pages of the Mormon Bible. Anyway, first of all, any picture of Jesus Christ is an idol anyway. God told us in the 10 Commandments, don't create for yourself any graven image. Then you have the Doctrine of Covenants and the Pearl of Great Price, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So you have this book as well. You guys see that? Hopefully you guys see that. But Okay, so if you educate yourself on Mormonism, you start to find out what a cult it is, and that it's not like, you know, the Baptists or the Assemblies of God or the Lutherans or the Methodists or the Presbyterians, right? We're not talking about a different doctrine of Christianity. These people are a cult, and they believe that all the other churches of the world are corrupt and that they have the one true church, and that Joseph Smith delivered, he was the latest prophet of God, and that the Book of Mormon is really where it's all at. But if you guys want some additional resources to witness to your Mormon friends, because if Mitt Romney goes forward, you know, we're going to have to, you know how to speak about Mormonism. This is the Bible versus Joseph Smith. Okay, it's called The Bible versus Joseph Smith, an incredible DVD documentary. This is the Bible versus the Book of Mormon, and it talks about what a joke the Book of Mormon is and how it's a fairy tale. Okay, there's two other websites I want to bring you guys' attention to, as well as a video. One of them is HOTM.tv. And you can go to your web browser and type in HOTM. It stands for Heart of the Matter. HOTM.tv. And that's a Christian ministry that tries to witness Christianity to Mormons. And then you also have UTLM, Utah Lighthouse Ministries. UTLM, UtahLighthouseMinistries.org. That also tries to witness Christianity to Mormons. And then there's a video that I'll put in the information bar called Unveiling Grace. And it goes through the process of how they indoctrinate these young Mormons in a cult-like fashion. And, you know, I had a couple of Mormons come by a few months ago, and they had an older guy with a younger guy. And I was trying to, you know, witness my Christianity to both of them. They stayed here for over an hour, and we prayed together. And I prayed that the truth would come on all of us. I said, whatever the truth is, Lord, give it to us. But they teach that if you are, there's a particular word they use for people like me, contentious. They tell the young ones and the ones who are going out doing all their witnessing that if you come across a contentious Christian, he's of the devil. Don't go back, right? And so I tried to hand him a bunch of DVDs and material that he can enlighten his horizons on. Expand it beyond just Mormonism, but I think the older guy took it, and I don't know that the younger guy even got a chance to look at it. Okay, I want to make this quick. Why do I call Mormonism sexist and racist? First of all, let me address the sexist issue of it. Mormonism is big-time polygamy. I mean, it used to be, and they just, in the last few decades got rid of that, but it used to be one man and a whole bunch of women. And, in the Garden of Eden, we were given the model for how God expects man to live, and that's one man and one woman. But Mormons got this multiple wives thing going on, and as much as you think you would like something like that, I'm telling you, man, God's plan is one man and one woman, and I just happen to be the luckiest man on planet Earth because I've got myself a very, very good wife, and I'm very blessed in that regard. But Mormons practice polygamy. They have, for the vast majority of the history of their religion, and not only that, but Mormons believe that in order for a woman to be resurrected as a saint, that she has to be called by her husband. So a woman can't have a direct relationship from God. The husband has to interject himself and say that the woman is worthy to be resurrected as a saint. So, you guys need to watch the video where Mormon Mitt Romney says that he abides by the faith of his ancestors, and this is the faith of his ancestors. So Mormonism got, if you look at the divorce rate in the Mormon church for women, it's they got all kinds of depression issues and divorce rate, and they put a lot of pressure on their Mormon women to perform for their men. Not only, when I say use the word perform, I mean they just have a lot of expectations. Okay, why do I say Mormonism is racist? Okay, I'm going to put a link in the information bar. You guys are aware of Brigham Young University. It's where all the Mormons go. It's very well funded. Brigham Young was very high up in the Mormon church. He might have even been one of their prophets at one time. Do you know Mormons even have a prophet today? Go look up a Mormon prophet. I forget his name, but they have a prophet today. Even today now, they got the main Mormon, right? Anything he says, they listen to, and everything he says, they pay attention because he's the main dude. It's like the Mormon Pope, I guess. Okay, going back to my topic, you guys really need to listen to this. It's very important. Okay, the point I'm fixing to make is incredibly important to understand. Okay, if you understand history and you understand the Garden of Eden and you understand Cain and Abel, and you know that Cain killed Abel, right? Cain killed Abel and God put a mark on him. Okay? Because Cain told God that my punishment is more than I can bear. If you send me out of here, people are going to kill me. Right? Well, the first question you got to ask is, what people are going to kill him? Because he was supposedly the firstborn son of mankind. That's a whole different topic, and I don't want to go there right now. But God put a mark on Cain. The Bible, the Holy Bible, does talk about God putting a mark on Cain and sending him away from the garden. Now, in all of my readings of the Holy Bible and Enoch and Jasher and the apocryphal books, I don't see anywhere where it says that mark was being black and having a flat nose. Now you say, why did I say that? Do you know that Brigham Young is on record as saying that the mark of Cain is a flat nose and black skin? Okay, I'm going to put the link in the information bar where you can go look this up yourself. Now that, you might as well just said that, you know, you could have said a bunch of, look, that is a racist statement, right? And I have, for the better part of the last 2 years, as speaking out against Obama, been very sensitive that people should be able to say what's on their mind without being called racist. Because just because you say something bad against Obama, don't mean you're racist. And but the problem is that Mormonism is actually racist. It is actually racist. And Brigham Young, they didn't even allow black people to become priests until like 1978, right? There's stories where when they passed the plate around, they wouldn't let black people touch it, right? So if I was born a black man, the last organization I would ever want to join is the Mormon Church. It is, I mean, it's worse than the Ku Klux Klan. At least the Ku Klux Klan doesn't, you know, hide what they you know, they don't try to, you know, they'll say what they mean and mean what they say. The Mormons, right? They try to like sneak around. They're sneaky. I think Mitt Romney is a sneaky guy. But you need to understand that Brigham Young said that the mark of Cain is black skin and a flat nose. Now, nowhere in my reading of the Holy Bible and Enoch and Jasher and any other books do I find anything where that's true. And so I don't believe that the mark of Cain is black skin and flat nose. I have no reason to suspect that's the case. I don't know what the mark was. But you might as well just say that, you know, the mark of Cain was slanty eyes, you know, and be racist against, you know, Asian people. Or you might say that the mark of Cain was, you know, blonde hair and blue eyes. I don't know what the mark of Cain was. The Bible doesn't tell us. And nowhere in anywhere have I even found any clue. So for Brigham Young to say that it's black skin and a flat nose is a racist statement. And the history of the Mormon Church is extremely racist. And you think that's gonna, you think Obama's not gonna pick that apart if Mormon Mitt Romney gets up in a debate against him? Right? Mitt Romney will fall apart, and this country will, the way that, you know, the people are uneducated in this country, they will start to learn more about Mormonism, because Obama's going to make sure they do, and Mitt Romney ain't going to stand a chance against Obama. And unless Ron Paul comes out and attacks Obama on the truth about his eligibility and brings up the truth, and not in a racial format, but just you're not eligible to be president, then we're in deep trouble. It's like watching two demons fight each other. When I think about Mormon Mitt Romney fighting Obama, it's like watching two demons fight each other. It's like, wow, you know, I have no idea, you know, where this is going to go, but I don't like either one of them. I wish that Ron Paul would say the right thing. Anyway, you guys need to understand that about Mormonism, especially if Mitt Romney starts to become more and more popular, and it looks that he is. And we're seeing Ron Paul do a repeat of 2008 all over again. You know, he ain't pulling out any hard punches. He ain't doing anything any different. He's just giving his constitutional speeches, and he's giving his in the Fed speeches. And I love the guy. I really, but you know, he ain't doing the right thing for the American people. He was our chance, and if he don't come out and speak against the eligibility, it's all over with. God bless every one of you. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm always willing to learn some stuff myself. God bless every one of you.